Good morning. Today we're going to print in black and white from Photoshop CS3 to an Epson inkjet printer. The first thing that we have to do is bring in an image that's already black and white from the raw translator. That's the best way to convert to black and white. And so we're all ready to print. This is the best looking print that I could produce. So File, Print. Now it brings up the printer dialog box. The first thing you always do is go to Page Setup, and then the only thing that you have to do here is make certain that you have the right printer. And in this case, there's only one Epson Stylus Photo 2400 connected to this machine, but if you have to choose a different printer, you should just do so. And then we are printing letter size, but we're also printing horizontal image, and so then we can say OK. Now this little bit down here is not necessary. We can do it back in the printer dialog box, and there's the vertical here and the horizontal here. But we can see that it oversheds the boundaries, and that's because it's bigger than the piece of paper, which is 8.5 by 11. So we always want to make the longest dimension 10 inches. Now, that will automatically change the height so that the perspective stays the same, and we'll have at least a ½ inch border to hold on to and slightly larger top and bottom. This works fine. Now, we also have to make certain that we have the right printer here, and then we can proceed to the color management side of the print of the Adobe print dialog box. And here I've selected no color management, which is what we want for black and white. The only other options are printer manages color, which is not really an option. We should never use that. We use Photoshop manages color for color images, and we use no color management for black and white. And with no color management selected, everything else is grayed out on the page, so we can hit print, and that will take us into the Epson print dialog box. And here we have the correct printer here, and then I call this the winged selection box here. You see it has these two little lines on either side of it. It's a little different in leopard than it is in tiger. However, virtually everything that you need to do is under this wing dialog box. And then the most important thing, and what you should always do first, is print settings. And we immediately put in the paper, and I'm using premium presentation matte paper here. And then I'm going to print in advanced black and white. And the minute I select this, it automatically selects a high quality mode. The advanced black and white only works in high quality. This is best photo high speed, which is what we want to be using. The description's a little different on the 3800, but it's the correct one when you select advanced photo. So we're all done with that. Now, if we were in Tiger, we'd have to go back to this wing dialog box and go down to the setting below print settings, which is normally color management, but it's not here. It's because it's here, advanced color settings, and because we selected the advanced printing black and white, it comes up with a black and white printing dialog box. The only thing you have to do here is change darker to normal. Why it does that, I have no idea. Obviously if we want to make it darker, we could have in the translator, and that's where we should be making the adjustments. Never use these. However, you can adjust the color with it. Leaving it at 00 will make a neutral print. Bringing it up towards the top and to the right will make a warm tone print. If you bring it up even further, it'll make a sepia. You can make it a little more reddish, which makes it look more like a selenium tone print. Or we can make just a cool black, or we can make a cyanotype, or just about any color we want. And obviously the further away from the center you get, the more colored it is. However, it's basically a neutral image. I like to warm it up a little bit. I feel like it appears more like a black and white silver print. So I use 3 and then 11 here, and that gives me just a little bit of warmth, trying to match the print normal. So that's all we need to do. We're all set to go, and we can simply tell it to print. Make sure I have paper in my printer, and then just hit print. It sends it to the printer, and we're all set. It's printing away, and we can move along. Thank you very much.